Like the lighthouse keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding the fog bell and signaling that it's time for football in Foxborough. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Ready to get us started. And Sunday Night Primetime is off and running. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds a man. Mason Taylor has it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Hall running between the tackles. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That's him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. To the air, Taylor. He's making a bid for it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Nice drive up the middle, gets him about 3. Lonnie Tavai range it in for the stop.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Hall once more. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Jets first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On first down, here comes Hall. He's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Jets, first down. First and goal.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Hall will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Breece Hall with the touchdown. You come in as a significant underdog, Brock, in somebody else's building. You know how essential it is to have a good start, and these guys did just that.
Yep, you're the weaker guy in the fight. You need to make your first shot count. Make them think about it. They've seized the momentum, really given themselves a fighting chance. Now they just got to do it consistently.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's tackled for a short gain. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
May now on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
We've set it downs from 37. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, it's Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the 37-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Robert Spillane has it.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off the play action, May. Brought in, a big gain here for Diggs. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Here's May. Complete to Diggs out left. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Henderson here from the gun. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Henderson. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. May's going to take it himself. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Patriots first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
From the gun, it's May. Throws caught. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Operating from the gun, here's May.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third and goal now from the 6 after that last play. May now from the gun. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So now on fourth down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Borregales connects. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. Henderson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Here's May. Jets bringing pressure, and they got him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
After the sack, offense dealing with third and goal now from the 10. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. All right, time to get this second quarter going. The Patriots set up inside the red zone. Here's May, third and goal. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah,
now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets offense now set to take over. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled. Seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros, and part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Taylor going downfield, it's caught. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They go right back to Hall. And good forward, about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. It's Hall on the carry. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Oh, that's a bummer right there, Kate. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep 4th down and play. Taking that big a loss, well, really rules out that kind of decision.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. And the kick by Folk is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's Hall running his own read. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Patriots into the dime. 3rd down. Throwing. Taylor. Drops back. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Folk is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. May. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
That's another Patriots first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
To the air on first down. May. Called in left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 32. A give left side to Stevenson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. May looking to throw. Diggs there to bring it in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. On play action, here's May. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Jets into the nickel, third down. To throw, here's May. And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing a fourth down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
26-yard attempt.
Corey Gallis connects. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Wangu now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Now it's Taylor. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Well, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, Taylor. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Heads out on the bootleg. It is cut left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. May now. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Going over the middle, but it's incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's May. Steps up, and he's running with it. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. So he's knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So the choice is made. No 53-yard field goal try. They are going for this 1st down. They'll try it now with Stevenson. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The Jets headed out on offense late in this 1st half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. Nice. 'Nice. 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 ' Here's Taylor to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hall running between the tackles. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10 now from the 46. Trying to throw this from the gun. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Taylor. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes.
Tyrod Taylor on the scramble. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 30-yard line.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Third quarter starts with a run by Stevenson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
A 1-yard gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
May now on 3rd down. Finds his man over the middle. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. Fair catch called in at the 18-yard line. The Jets out to begin another drive. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Taylor now. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Throw here, 3rd down. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The New England offense running out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Back to the air, it's May. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's May on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Completes a Diggs out left. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Trying to sneak May. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing is May. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He brings it in. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The give inside to Stevenson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 3rd quarter lead. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7.
17. Jets 10.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Wangu now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Taylor. He'll step up, and there he goes. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. It's caught by Wilson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down, play action. Now he takes it, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hall. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Third down from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Jets first down. And
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Short side option here. He's running left. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Short pass brought in, and they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York first down.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's going to tuck it and run.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. Short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. He takes off with it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. Gets them a couple there, and a very good spot now with 2nd and goal from the 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, And now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. It's Hall again, and he will not get in. The defense holds. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering the challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Hall's going to try to smash his way in, and he's in for the touchdown. The Jets now trail by just a point in the 4th. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
17.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. Finds a man right side. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. He gets 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's taken in by Henry. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now here comes the New York offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Hall. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing off the play fake. Cut out left. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Hall once more. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and that's good for a Jets first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Short side option here. He's running left. Give him about 3 on that first down carry.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here's Taylor. Going deep here for the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for 3rd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Herbert. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing, Taylor. Has it at the 7. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a fourth-quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Full con now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 17.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense all set to go. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly marked up, too.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Made a throw it. He dodged the tackle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. On the counter, Hall. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
Throwing now off the play action. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
And it's 3rd down.
Five men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down. Back to throw it. It's in or no, they dropped it back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Patriots running their offense out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's May. He'll get this to Henry. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots down by 7. Just a yard left to go on second down. From the gun, it's May. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he'll get it up to the 44. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a jet in some discomfort following that play. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Setting up to pass. Will finds his running back, Henderson. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Here he is to throw. That's incomplete on second down. Trying to find his tight end. And that makes it third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he is to throw. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on fourth down. Desperation time here. No left side cut by Douglas. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the Jets' 37-yard line.
Henderson here from the gun. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a New England first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The clock inside of 50 seconds now. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Henry on the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
3rd and just 2 to go. Looking to throw it. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
10 at the 11-yard line.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Back to throw. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Complete to Hunter Henry. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To the air yet again, May. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? O-T-B. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now to throw. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
One final shot here. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
The Patriots.
Here he goes, one final shot. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
Patriots 25, Jets 24.
Come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't come here today to come away with a tie. They came here for the W, baby, and that 2-point conversion has them now moments away from that.
So many factors go into a big decision like that, Kate. You got to separate the emotion of it. You got to look at where your team is, and ultimately, who do you trust the most? In these huge decisions, time and again, it's all about trust to me. And this staff, well, they put the trust in that offense to go deliver, and boy, did they ever.
Takes it just shy of that end zone. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So this is a win for the Patriots. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.